What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I'm about to prove that Jake Paul is full of baloney and, in fact, did take part in some seriously bad behavior. I hope that you'll take a minute to interact with this video, whether you like it or dislike it, or leave a comment on it, and share it, because what Jake Paul has done is basically what, a lot of influencers are doing right now. They don't really care about any of the core issues. They don't care about anything but clout. And the fact that he was busted is genius. I'm sure that he was down there filming for some kind of new video that he's going to put out. But we're going to see what YouTube has to say, because he is on camera committing a crime. So let's see what Jake Paul is up to. So a couple of big articles out on larger sources of people that don't just cover YouTube, saying Jake Paul, in the thick of all of everything going on at the Arizona Mall, tries clearing it up. Jake Paul's responded to video showing him smack dab in the middle of everything going on in Arizona last night, and his explanation boils down to documenting, not partaking. Oh, really? Oh, really, Jake Paul? It's going to be really inconvenient if I have video of you participating, isn't it? Jake Paul put a lengthy statement on social media saying he and his crew were trying to film the things going on, at which point he said that he was forced to leave. Eventually, he says he found himself in the middle of the mall and decided to capture it all for his YouTube channel. No doubt, this will shed a lot of light on the situation. He also says he doesn't condone any bad behavior, but also wants people to see what's going down so we can figure out a way how stunning and brave multi-millionaire Jake Paul, using everything going on around you, standing on this man's grave to create YouTube videos. I don't believe that you're there for real, actual, good-hearted reasons. Why? Well, because you drove like 600 miles to get there. That's right. Razorfist aptly pointing out, yeah, he's acting like a lot of people, driving 6 hours and hundreds of miles to behave badly in a city he doesn't even live in, to ruin a community where he's shielded from any consequences of his actions. As you do. And a lot of people bring it up, just as when his brother went to Japan and did the same thing. This is in response to Nerd City. I don't know. I couldn't tell. So I have talked to him before. I'm hoping that he was just like, I hope that he wasn't absolving Jake. I think that's what he means. But he says, as much as everyone wants to trash Jake Paul specifically for joining in on the bad behavior, he's acting like a lot of folks. Thrilled by the spectacle, recording incriminating videos, lying about his intentions for being there, and blowing off steam about being locked down. Okay. I don't know about this, Nerd City. I'm going to try to give you the benefit of the doubt on this, but I don't know. It reads to me like you're defending him. Your point is correct that yes, he is acting like a lot of other idiots. Problem is, a lot of other people don't have millions of subscribers and millions of dollars in the bank. And that's the long and short of that. Now, he put out this statement, a ridiculous statement, because we all know Jake Paul is super into social justice. To be absolutely clear, neither I nor anyone in our group was engaged in any taking of items that didn't belong to us. Boy, wouldn't it be really inconvenient if there was video evidence to the contrary? For context, we spent the day doing our part, peacefully protesting. Why did you drive 6 hours away to do so? Did you just happen to be there? Or you didn't want to have a presence in your own hometown? That, in and of itself, is extraordinarily suspicious to me. We filmed everything we saw in an effort to share our experience and bring more attention to the anger felt in every neighborhood we traveled through. We were strictly documenting, not engaging. Interesting, Jake Paul. Would be interesting if there was information to the contrary. I do not condone any of this behavior. However, I understand the anger and frustration led to the destruction we witnessed. That's, by the way, I see a lot of people saying that. Let me be very clear. When somebody says, I don't condone this bad behavior, but I understand why they're doing it, it is such a weasel thing to say. All right? Yes, they are acting out, but they are in the wrong. You can't just qualify your statement immediately. You condone it, full stop. You don't say, I don't, I'm sorry, you either condone it or you don't. You don't say, I dismiss this bad behavior, but, you know, I get it. Like, no, this kind of behavior, tearing down your own towns, is stupid. And it doesn't lead to any change. And you're going to see a lot of new information come out. A lot of people just like Jake Paul. We're seeing information come out already where a lot of people are traveling to cities where they don't live. Somebody sent me a pretty spicy thread that I'll probably cover on Midwesty tomorrow. That is very interesting, where large groups of people are in towns where they don't live, doing things they shouldn't be doing. And Jake Paul appears to be one of them. He was in the middle of the mall when everybody was doing bad things. And one of the most ridiculous comments on social media, I'm sorry, you don't see Paul take anything, but he's right there as everyone around him destroys shops and takes what's inside. One of the most ridiculous comments on social media, Jake is a millionaire, so he doesn't need to take things. The logic justifies taking it for some, and that's just plain wrong. Well, what if I told you? And you can see here Elijah Daniel saying, you're on camera with a bottle of vodka that was taken from P.F. Chang's. And here's Josh Pescator with the actual video evidence. Here you have. Here's Jake Paul. Jake Paul edited things. Jake Paul video edited together to show someone bringing him the P.F. Chang's, or someone going into P.F. Chang's, taking an item and giving it to Jake Paul the minute he comes out the door. Watch the red circle. Totally epic free vodka every day, bro. I mean, we'll have to look at the video evidence and see. Okay. Breaking into P.F. Chang's, right? Guy comes out, he's got the bottle right there. Okay, you see that in his hand. He's like, hey man, look what I got. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Jake.
Oh shit. Oh my god, it's getting crazy.
Sweet. There, boom. On camera. Hold on. He's got it in his hand. Jake Paul has it in his hand right there. Looks like a bottle of Kettle One. So, Jake Paul, I'm sure this is probably going to be really inconvenient for you, isn't it? Right here, you can see someone go in, walk out, and hand it to you. You didn't refuse the item. You didn't say no. You didn't admonish his behavior. You took it. Pretty interesting for someone who said, oh, no, I didn't engage in anything. And look, if you watch somebody go in to the restaurant, take something that isn't theirs and hand it to you, and you take it, guess what? That's accepting stolen property. That is an offense that I expect fully the PD to now place on Jake Paul, because there is irrefutable physical evidence that he is now in possession of and received something that was stolen. Boy, this will be really inconvenient for Jake Paul, won't it? I wonder what YouTube's going to say about that. Now, he could argue, you know, and to be honest with you, suspiciously enough for me, I wonder if they were with somebody and he sent them in to do it, because they went directly to him and handed him the bottle as almost like, let's get some footage, dude, get in there and get something and bring it out. They went, took a direct beeline, handed it directly to him. Who this other person is in this video, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be Jake's going to have to answer for that. And I hope that the media doesn't, because look at, all the media is covering it, saying he's denying, but nobody's pointing out that there is, in fact, video evidence that he is taking part in it. Jake Paul is a YouTube creator and influencer with a massive audience. He has 20 million subscribers on YouTube, 3.7 million followers on Twitter, and 13 million followers on Instagram. And yet he needs stolen bottles of what appear to be Kettle One from a P.F. Chang's. But he was just there documenting it, everybody. Definitely don't share this video out. Definitely don't send that clip to the local PD and ask them, maybe you want to look into this. You know where to find the guy. He drove hours to come to your town, document taking it down, and participate, in my opinion, in a crime. Boy, it sure will be a shame for Jake, won't it? Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.